Hi, George from Digital High Road here today, and this is the second part of a two-part series. The link for part one will be down in the description. It's called Earn Income After Retirement Online, and that's what we're going to talk about today is the second part. We're going to cover 6 more job title description areas of opportunity for retirees. And after you've watched the video today, if you got some value from this video, please give us a large thumbs up, like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're a first-time visitor. We welcome you. Please subscribe to our channel and also reach over there and tap the bell icon a couple times so that you get notified every time I publish a new video to our channel, like today's video. So let's not wait any longer. Let's roll on into the second video in the series of Earn Income Online for Retirees. So in this video today, this is part 2 of 2 parts of Earn Income After Retirement Online. And we're going to talk about today is the next 6 top retiree income online ideas. So let's move on. We're going to be looking at the following 6 areas for retiree income opportunities. One is to become a nanny, what they call a nanny. Second is proofreading. The third is receptionist. And then number 4 is going to be a writer, editor. And then number 5 is going to be teaching English as a foreign language, which there is a lot of opportunity today. And number 6 is be a coach. And this is mostly be a coach for different situations, not sports per se, but health, well-being, things like that. So there's areas we'll cover for opportunities. Let's move on into the first area, which is going to be nanny. So we'll start with nanny. And a nanny, I'm going to look at 2 sites. One is Sylvan, which is the Sylvan Learning Centers, which are well known around the United States, and a place called OutSchool. First, I want to talk about what is a nanny. A nanny, most of us think of as like a young Julie Andrews in Sound of Music, or as Mary Poppins, a woman who cared for children day in, day out through all their needs, nurtured them, nourished them with food, water, housing, shelter, safety, etc. But a nanny can also mean, if we look at today's world, we're talking about a nanny as a person that online handles all the educational needs for someone. It's basically like a mentor for them, for a child. So Savannah Learning Centers has needs for that type of things for children, academic success today, as they say. And then also a place called OutSchool. Again, live online classes and clubs for children. Kids love learning, and they can learn to love learning and love to learn to love reading, writing, all the courses that are being taught to them. But you could be instrumental in that. So that's a nanny. The second thing we're talking about is proofreading. As we go to proofreading, we all know what proofreading is: reading what's already been written and getting rid of the mistakes, editing it, making it a successful written product. Now, proofreaders, depending on where you go, whether it be, we're going to go look at 3 different sites. Proofreading Academy, which is what this is here. And then a site called Lionbridge. Lionbridge talks a lot about proofreading. They can get gigs and jobs for you as proofreaders. And then also there's what we're going to call proofreading services. So that's found at proofreadingservices.com. But basically, these are sites that are in-betweens between you looking for a proofreading job and people that have the jobs, things that they need proofread. And if you are like me, you read things online, there's a lot of things today that people misspell, mispronunciate, misuse. The formatting of English language today has been butchered a lot, and lack of education, I feel it, at high school and middle school levels around the world. But these are ways you can make money as a retiree by proofreading. So it's Proofreading Academy, Lionbridge, and Proofreading Services. The next thing we're going to talk about is a receptionist. Now, receptionist is a person that's basically receiving phone calls in and directing people to the right information and the right people. So that is something that you could do as well. As an in-between, you could work at home online. As a receptionist, you can sign up with a site called Smith AI. And then there's another place which, believe it or not, years ago when I was looking, I used a temp agency called Robert Half. And Robert Half is located in many, many different locations here in the United States, 325 staffing locations for Robert Half. And these are all the states it's located in. Anyway, Robert Half they match up skills and talents with needs through businesses. And they obviously can handle receptionist type of jobs if that's what you're looking for. That'll be it for these first three, the nanny, the proofreading, the receptionist. Again, links for all these sites are down in the description below the video. And let's move on into the next one, which is going to be the next three sites that we're going to look at. So before we get to the next three and the last three jobs that we're talking about in this part 2 of Earn Income After Retirement Online, I want to remind you that there's a link down in the description for the program that I use to build my business called Taking Action Online. The site looks like this right here. If you follow the link down in the description, it'll take you to a new updated version of Taking Action Online. Philip Borrowman has been updating all this program, and Taking Action Online, available now. It's good for a lifetime membership, which would be the first 20 steps plus these case studies and the webinars and strategy guides. These areas are all part of it. This is a separate purchase here. If you follow that link down in the description, it'll take you to this course. It's on a newly updated. There's only 500 of these to be accessed between now and April of 2021. They're selling for a lifetime membership fee right now of $147 lifetime, compared with $49 a month. Just want to remind you the links down in the description. And thank you for looking at that. Let's move on to our last three in the second part of Earn Income After Retirement Online. Okay, so the last three areas we're going to cover, if you have skills in these areas or interest in these areas and pursuing as a retiree, this is part 2 continued, and we'll be finishing up here for part 2 for Earn Income After Retirement Online. The last three we're going to cover today are writer-editor, teaching English as a foreign language, and the last area is going to be a coach. So let's move into writer-editor to start with. So writer-editor, obviously you could go to many, many different places to learn about getting jobs to be a writer or an editor. But I would say specifically if you're of retirement age, you'd want to look at, I've got 2 places I picked out in particular I thought would be interest to you and help to you. First one is the ARP job search board. There's a link down in the description for this, and you can go there and check for these type of jobs there. They'll be listed there on the ARP job search board. The other one is a place called journalism.jobs.com, and it's called Journalism Jobs, basically. Journalism Jobs has quite a network that they're working with. Lots of people that publish, but take your written work, you'll be able to edit works from people submitted to them. So I thought Journalism Jobs would be a great source of information for you as well. Next, let's move on to teaching English as a foreign language. Now, teaching English as a foreign language showed up on my radar about 10 years ago when a couple friends who are best friends of my son and one best friend of my daughter ended up going to overseas over to the Pacific realm to get jobs to teach English as a second language, a foreign language in a foreign country. And I thought, well, that was interesting. Back when I was young, that was never heard of, but nowadays it's a big thing. And I've got 4 sites I want to share with you real quick today. First one's going to be called Say ABC. And that site looks like this. Obviously, I would say, draws itself towards younger people more. The next one is Q Kids, where you can apply to be a teacher for teaching English, where you can teach English online from your own home. Now, you don't have to travel overseas to do these. These jobs are from your computer online. From Q Kids, we're going to slide into a place called Cambly. Cambly looks like this. And again, this is for kids and for organizations that are looking to have English taught as a second language. A great place to come as a resource, again, to find. You see older people are in here, and they're teaching or have been taught English as a second language. The last one would be a place called VIP Kids. And again, this is teaching kids in foreign countries. So teaching English as a foreign language, there's 4 sources. And last but not least, we'll move into being a coach. Now, being a coach, what I found, most of these sites are towards teaching and educating and helping people along with exercise programs, diet programs, health betterment type things, maybe sticking with medications, sticking with diets, that kind of thing. So I found that this is a very interesting, a fast-growing situation. Our medical online situation having changed recently in the last 10, 11 months with COVID-19. So first, I'm going to offer 4 sites for that. One is Omeda Health, if I can learn to speak correctly today. The next one's called Ginger.io. And then Ginger.io, again, the descriptions, the URLs are going to be down in the description for you on each one of these. You can do your own research. The next one's called Pacifier, and Pacifier looks like this. And obviously that's geared towards older people. And again, these are all health situations. I think even Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, things like that, are looking for people to help people, coach them through situations, that check in with them daily or weekly, whatever, to make sure they're on track with medications and exercise programs, special diet needs, etc. The last one has to do with money, yourmoneyline.com. What we're going to do here now, we just want to wrap this up for you. Just wanted to remind you that I am not skilled in any of these positions. I basically did the research for you. I'm presenting them as an organized way to look at some things you might be interested in. And I hope that you got some value from this video today. If you did, please give us a large thumbs up. Thank you for that. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and also reach over there and tap the bell icon, so that you get notified every time I publish a new video, like today's video, to this channel. Now, I'd like to remind you, there are a couple links for training that I've used. There's one link down in the description below the video for free 12-step training. There's also a link down in there for the Taking Action Online lifetime update that I talked about. There's also a link in there for a simple program called Simple Traffic Blueprint, which any one of these would be a great program to start with, to find yourself basically getting the kind of training and encouragement, if you will, to move on in your online business. So if building a business online is one of your choices, not one of these, thank you for that. Thank you for checking the links out, and thank you for watching the video today. We appreciate it, and so long.